Tonight I'm taking you on one of the world's most epic night train journeys. Leaving from Luleå in Sweden's far north, we'll travel through the stunning and harsh wilderness along this epic railway line to and from Sweden's Arctic region, before arriving into Stockholm the following morning. Join me as we travel in the comfort of this excellent first-class sleeper cabin, complete with an en-suite shower, on the 13-hour odyssey with the Norrland night train to Stockholm. Hello from Luleå's rather small railway station. Despite the station's small footprint, it's actually one of the most important stations in northern Sweden, serving as a major railway terminus for various regional and long-distance trains. And also home to some of Sweden's best culinary offerings. The small station building is home to a small waiting room as well, which is definitely needed as the temperatures can get really low up here in northern Sweden. As you can see, we got a long journey ahead of us. Anyway, let's head out to the platform. Our train should already be awaiting. Must be this one, as there's not much else going on. Yeah, looks like the following departure is almost 2 hours later. Our train is pulled by a Swedish Rc6 locomotive made by ASEA and are capable of running at speeds of up to 160 km per hour. In the sidings we see a few more of them getting ready for other night train services departing later in the day. Our train is the earlier of the two night trains connecting Luleå with Stockholm every night, with the later service leaving Luleå around 9 in the evening. Anyway, I think it's about time for us to head on board this train. As you can see, the trains are not step free, but some kind of accessible lift has been fitted to them. Both your carriage number and room number is stated on your ticket, so you just go and find your room yourself. In my case today, I've been given bed number 21 and 19. Here we are, my home for the next 13 hours down to Stockholm. At 5 minutes past 5, we depart from Luleå a few minutes behind schedule. And now that we are on our way towards Stockholm, let's take a closer look at the route we'll be traveling along tonight. We are on board the Nattåg 91, which starts here in Luleå and runs via Boden, Umeå, Örnsköldsvik, Sundsvall, Gävle, Uppsala to Stockholm Central Station. The trip is scheduled to take 13 hours and 25 minutes to complete and covers a distance of 1065 kilometers, which lands the train an average speed of 79 kilometers per hour. It's quickly after departure we leave the build-up area around Luleå and are now running in some Swedish forest. But the best scenery on today's journey is yet to come, so let's check out the train instead. In addition to the sleeper cabins, there's normal seats on board these trains as well, both bookable for overnight journeys, but you can also use them for local trips between the cities up here in the north. And towards the end you will find some space for luggage storage. The train also comes with a fully equipped dining car offering various pre-prepared hot and cold meals as well as drinks, snacks, etc. We'll be back here closer to dinner time. The train is also equipped with couchettes for 4 or 6 people, which also looks like a comfortable way to travel. And there's also a few smaller cabins on board, without an in-suite shower. We are now approaching Boden, where we meet with the line from Stockholm. This means now that our train is technically pulling us away from Stockholm. This means our train will have to do what's known in railway terminology as a runaround, as it's currently facing the wrong direction. This means our locomotives will be detached from our train. The loco will now run past the train on the opposite track. And then come join the train again, now facing the right direction to pull us towards Stockholm. And that means our train is now facing the right direction for the rest of the journey down towards Stockholm. It's well worth to get off here on the extended stop in Boden just to see the beautiful artwork in the cross-platform tunnel. And now that has been complete, it's time for us to get back on the train. And it's only a few minutes later, we are on our way again towards Stockholm. And even when I took this trip in mid-May, there's still plenty of snow left. With many of the lakes still being completely frozen. I can't be the only one who really enjoys seeing long trains snake around corners at speed, right? Let's check out the cabin. It can be locked from the inside. There's 2 power outlets. Up above is where you will find the pillows, which can also be used for luggage storage. The cabin looks like this in day mode. We'll convert it into a bed a bit later. It comes with some water and chocolates. You will also find a reading light. There's also one for the top bunk. Over here is a ladder to help you get into the top bunk, as well as some luggage storage. And you can also store luggage under the bed. There's also a key card. Remember to take these with you or you will be locked out of your cabin. And here's the en-suite toilet. It also comes with a shower. It's small, but it's practical. And there's also a hairdryer as well. What a great way to travel, just to sit back in your own private space and watch the Swedish forest go by. Our train makes several stops in smaller Swedish towns, where the railway line serves as a vital link to connect these towns with the rest of the world. Such as here in Älvsbyn, which is a small town home to about 5,000 people. Our train keeps pushing south at a steady pace, with the daylight slowly starting to fade. And before the last light is gone, I think it's time we head to the dining car for some dinner. Remember to get a keycard or you will be locked out. Let's pick out something. Feeling very Nordic, I decided to try the reindeer stew, which was surprisingly good considering it's basically just a reheated microwave meal. You're also free to take your meal with you back to your sleeper cabin, but I personally really enjoy just sitting here and watching the world go by. Anyway, let's head back to the cabin. We are just about approaching Umeå, which means it's about time to prepare to head to bed. As the train arrives quite early into Stockholm, I decided to have a quick shower. The pressure is actually really good on board these trains, and the water is hot as well, so very nice. And I think it's time we turn the cabin into bed mode. And we easily remove the pillows from behind here. And then it's just to push these things up. And then all that's left to say is good night. I woke up after a great night's sleep around Knivsta, roughly 50 kilometers from Stockholm Centralstation. We only have one intermediate stop left, which was here at Arlanda Airport. And then we just race along the commuter trains on our way towards Stockholm Centralstation. And at 20 minutes past 6, we arrive into Stockholm Centralstation a few minutes ahead of schedule. It's been a wonderful train journey. The scenery is great, the onboard comfort is great, and these cabins are great. But there's one drawback, and that has to be the price. A journey in a private cabin with a shower starts at roughly 2,500 Swedish crowns, which is insane, especially having travelled in a Finnish night train just a few days prior, which offers similar amenities on board for under half the price. But if you're able to spare the money, it's a fantastic night train. And after this magnificent journey, it's time for me to get off the train. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I try to upload a new video like this every Sunday. You can also follow me over on Twitter at IntercitySimon, where I post live from my travels. It's a great way to keep up with me and what videos might be coming in the future. Thanks for watching.